But they've been making headlines for all sorts of reasons lately. Before we get into the headlines...
So, for instance, you could have some of your allowance in an easy access cash ISA and some in a fixed rate cash ISA. So it gives you flexibility there. But there are some ISAs that come with their own individual limits. So as you were seeing there, I'm really glad that you've asked this question because it's worth clarifying that there are no plans to scrap the ISA. That is not on the table. What Griff is referring to there is recent speculation that the amount that you can save into a cash ISA could be capped at £4,000. So we don't know if that is going to happen in the next tax year, which starts on April the 6th. We've emailed the Treasury to ask, and it said it's reviewing all aspects of savings policy. What I would say is that it is unusual for such a big change to be introduced quickly before it's announced in the budget, which is the big speech that the Chancellor makes. That's not coming up until the autumn. It's also unusual for it to be introduced before it's put out into a consultation. This is when everyone's asked for their views on an idea. And also, it was not in the Labour manifesto before the general election, so they wouldn't have a direct mandate from the public to do it either. This is not the first time that a big change has been proposed in terms of the ISA system. Not that long ago, you might remember there was some talk about a British ISA being introduced. So this was proposed by the last Conservative government, and this was basically an idea to introduce an extra £5,000 specifically for investing in UK companies. The government did a consultation on it, decided not to go ahead. Direct line between the British ISA and what's being discussed now with this cap on the cash ISA is basically all part of the Chancellor's quest for growth. So Rachel Reeves really wants us to be saving a bit less and investing more with the hope that maybe we would put our money into British companies that would then help the economy grow. Whether it would actually achieve that or not, well, the jury is out. That's very much a debate that's going on at the moment. But just to reassure Griff, the ISA isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So if you want to put your money in it, go for it. Possibly that's what the government would like us to do. Of course, people really value having a cash ISA for lots of different reasons. And of course, people do save for goals such as moving house or getting married, and that money ends up back in the UK economy anyway. What I would say is that if you can save and invest, that would be great. I'm team saving and team investing because saving is great for shorter term goals where you really need that security. Investing is better if you're really looking to achieve big long-term goals and you can afford to put that money into the stock market, but it is riskier. So you've got to be comfortable with the level of risk that you're taking. I'm naturally a more risk-taking person. I think you are as well.
You sound the
I think it's because you're allergic to talking about finance.
It's 9:15.